Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of the ugh.podcast. Since it's the new year, we thought it'd be a good idea to talk about one of people's most popular resolutions, which is getting fit or going to the gym. So in this episode, we talk about why we started working out, our struggles with maintaining consistency when it comes to working out or diet or getting fit, and where we are on our fitness journeys. Thank you guys for all your support in 2021. We hope you guys stick around for 2022 because we got some great content and more topics for you guys to enjoy. And as always, make sure to keep up with our Instagram at ugh.podcast. We also just made a TikTok where we'll be posting extra clips. It should be at ugh.podcast as well, so make sure to check that out. Without further ado, hope you guys enjoy the episode and have a great day.
That is America's ass.
Welcome back.
It's
Happy New Year,
2022,
everyone.
baby. Happy New Year.
2022.
It's been too long. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Damn, I'm feeling out of touch, out of rust in this podcasting. I feel like I can't talk.
Yeah, same, bro. I just got my booster yesterday and I was still kind of high on Tylenol, so
Let's get it. Let's go.
if I ramble, I'm sorry. Or if I
I'm
don't-
high on LSD.
I'm high on LSD.
Okay.
Tylenol is code for
The only talking that I've done in the past 2 weeks, now that I haven't been in school, is just Discord.
on
With,
Discord. Discord
with
the homies.
Kaizen, bro.
You guys been playing games a lot on Discord.
Just saying, eat that half the time, bro.
Morning in the mic. I think I've only been FaceTiming Karen because she got the Marion variant.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
shit.
I didn't see her for 2 weeks, and then I took her out, and I was like, "What do you want to eat?" And she's like, "Subway." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then but
Subway.
she enjoyed it, and then I took her to sushi the day after. So yeah, I was like, "You need some more bougie food." Just got paid. We're gonna have a good time. So today we're talking about fitness.
Fitness.
About
Yeah.
what do we feel about fitness? Yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of guilty talking about this topic because I was going to the gym consistently, but because of the icebox variant,
Yeah.
Icebox. I just stopped going because I was trying to just be safer because I just don't want to stop working for a little, I just can't afford to stop working. So but I've been pretty lucky. I haven't gotten sick, so dodged all these bullets. But I don't know about you guys, but I know my man got the seasonal flu. But that's about it.
Studio manager got seasonal flu.
I feel like the reason why we're talking about this topic is obviously it's the new year, and a lot of people, the typical New Year's resolution is to I'm gonna start going to the gym,
Take care of
start
yourself. Yeah.
getting healthier.
No, pass the water bottle. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sure.
Mouth is hella dry. Don't ask why.
But yeah, so I guess in this episode we're just gonna share some of our experiences with our own fitness journey,
Yeah.
and I think the main talking point or the main point we're trying to get across is we've all had some different journeys of struggling with consistency and experimenting with different things and whatnot, and just trying to find what works for us. So
I think we've also the three of us have all experienced fluctuations in weight.
Mhm.
Physically.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's been you've been super super skinny at one point or you've been super super big at one point. I think we've all kind of experienced one or the other.
Yeah.
So back to leading my question about how we've all kind of been at fluctuating weights. Is kind of what recently or kind of in the past, what was your oh shit, I want to look and feel better moment? I can kind of go first. I think I had one I think I've only really had one kind of moment. The other times where I've kind of been in an unhealthy weight, I was just I love dance and I'll never leave, and I don't care what weight I'm at. I'll always love dance. But I think the biggest oh shit, I want to look and feel better moment was probably coming out of COVID. Personally, my weight, I've always hovered around 180 to about 200 pounds, and that's just kind of what has always felt healthy to me. Obviously, when I was in high school and before then, I've always kind of dipped lower just because I was eating a lot unhealthier and just being a lot unhealthier. But I kind of went into the other spectrum where I wasn't going from I wasn't eating enough to where I was eating too much.
Mhm.
And during the pandemic, you don't really have I didn't really have like a discernible skill to like really like have the motivation to cook or have the motivation to do anything. I was just staying home, so I was just like DoorDash, skip the dishes, all that stuff is just there for you, and it's super convenient. And I remember like stepping on the scale one day just because I was curious, like after eating like my 5th Dairy Queen meal, and I'm like,
the chicken basket hits different, bro.
The blizzard.
Yeah, bro. And I hit 240 on the scale, and that was like the heaviest I had ever been. And so like pre-COVID, I was hovering around 200 pounds because like I was staying active. I was going to the gym. I was dancing super constantly because I loved my life. And then dance stopped, gym shut down, and I didn't really have anything. Everyone was like, "Yeah, you can work out at home," and I'm like, "Fuck that shit, bro!" Like, I used to live in a really stuffy basement at our old house, and like you couldn't really work out down there. It was like carpet, and there's no windows or doors, and it's kind of gross. It got really stuffy really quick, and I think Jasen and Lawrence can attest to that. But yeah, yeah, I just like I didn't work out or do anything. I was just eating out a ton, and then like man, like I felt so like unhealthy. I think like I was like losing my breath going up the stairs, like running up the stairs to get my DoorDash and go back downstairs.
It's sort of like that unfit. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my kind of like, oh fuck, I need to like start working out and start getting better.
On a side note, not related to the podcast, or not related to the topic, but I actually found this out a couple days ago because we were talking about like skip the dishes and DoorDash. Right?
Yeah.
They actually mark up the food for like they actually mark up the price of the food by like a couple bucks because like I went to Shawarma Fashion. I went to Shawarma Fashion the other day and I was gonna order for pickup on Skip the Dishes and it said like $17 for a platter. I'm like, hell no way, $17 for a platter. And then I went to the actual store and it's like $15. I'm like, yeah, these apps are robbing you.
Yeah, bro. I'm charging $2. $3
extra, bro. Yeah, $3 extra for what? I'm just picking it up.
Their employees are being points. And their employees are considered, I think, self-employed, so they pay the government money like back. Yeah. So everyone's getting fucked over in that kind of thing. Do you want to answer this question?
Anyways, let's get back on topic. So I guess my moment was, I think I touched on this a couple times before in previous episodes, but I think coming out of high school and during like high school and like grade 12, like I was pretty active because I was still active in like dance and stuff. And I distinctly remember after every dance practice, just going to McDonald's and like eating junior chickens and all that. And then like, that kind of habit continued into like when I went to post-secondary. And at that time, I didn't realize my metabolism like started to slow down. So I gained a lot of weight in first year. I did get the freshman 15 and whatnot.
Freshman 69.
And like with all the stress that comes with university, like you don't really think about your health and stuff. And it wasn't until like I went for like my yearly checkup where the doctor actually told me like I was
damn
it was
son
kind of rude because like he was like, yeah, you're overweight.
You gotta break this chair, you dumb fuck.
I didn't. Like, I didn't know I was that fat, bro. Like he didn't.
This man's cooking you in the kitchen, bro.
Yeah, he's cooking in the kitchen.
He's roasting you, bro.
He straight up roasted me, and like there was like some other some issues as well, like the doctor found relating to diet and stuff. So that's when I started, okay, yeah, I need to like take this seriously because my family has a history of like heart problems. Mm-hmm. And like if I don't watch my weight, if I keep gaining weight, it's like have more of a chance of developing those as well. So that's kind of when I started, going to the gym and not like dieting because I found like dieting never worked for me. It's just like controlling my portions and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I guess we'll get into that later. But yeah, that's kind of when I started, saying, I actually need to start working out because I don't have dance anymore, right? So I need to stay active one way.
Stay active.
By the way.
Yeah, that's my story.
Yeah, I guess we all had experiences with dance because dance is a lot of cardio and you drip and sweat. Like it's
Sunday fun day.
Yeah. Let's not talk about my trauma right now. Ironically, I actually it wasn't because of dance that I had the oh shit moment. Because when I was dancing, I was super underweight, and the moment I stopped, like my weight started to become more healthy. I was actually just being with my girlfriend for a while. Like, it's something that my friend was telling me at work. He was like, it's so hard to go to the gym and to like take care of yourself when your girlfriend loves you unconditionally. Like, it's like, I need you to fat shame me. Like
it's like, you little shit, you're too big.
Yeah, but like, like that. Also, like I found out that apparently, like in relationships, for males, you release less testosterone when you're in romantic relationships. I was like, oh fuck, that sucks. But like my oh shit moment was like, I think I stopped dancing. What is it? I stopped teaching dance. I stopped school at that point, right? So all my stress was like, I could start to feel it, and I was just, kind of just working and whatnot. I went to this light show. I forgot what it was called, but it's like this show. It's like this Christmas show where there's a bunch of lights and shit. And we took a bunch of photos, and I looked at myself, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, what is wrong with who ate Jasen? That's not him. Like, bro. I mean, it part of over-exaggeration. I think it was just me being used to being so thin. Like, I've always been like more on the thinner side. I think the most I've weighed was like 160. That's like the most I've ever weighed, right? Now I think I weigh like 150-ish. But the thing is, like, you can weigh like the same weight, but like your body can fluctuate because it's always changing, right? Yeah. So I think after seeing those photos, I was like, ew, like what the fuck? But it wasn't like an unhealthy way. It was just like a normal, like it wasn't like the I don't know, the dad bod. Yeah, it was, yeah. I mean, obviously, I still have a gut. Don't have that six pack, but also don't care. But yeah, I think after seeing that, like after dating, Karen for a while, I was like, okay, I think I'm like too relaxed. I settled. I need to be never content and just always push for greatness and stay hungry, devour. Like I wasn't hungry for growth because I was fed, So I at a point I was like, okay, I should hit the gym. For me personally, I like kind of maintaining my weight, so I kind of just hit the gym, and it wasn't too hard to kind of get back on track for me. But that's how my shit moment.
Yes. Speaking of like that moment, I remember my sister graduated in like June, of last year, and I remember we were taking a bunch of family photos and we were looking all good, and then I was like, we had the mask on for some of the photos, but then when we took the mask off, we took photos after, and we took full body photos. We took the mask off, and I looked at the photos like with my mask off, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like you can like, I think a lot of people don't realize, especially when it comes to like just image and like look and your image of healthiness. Just like even if you are the same weight, and even if you like kind of like are working out or whatever your situation is, like you can still see it in like your cheeks and your face and like in your body and like how kind of like you hold yourself. I think like during that time I was just like going through a rough time, and I could see it in my face.
All the stress and all the stress.
Yeah. Like you could like your cheeks puff up, like your neck looks super big, like your
I will never have a jawline ever again. I already accepted it. I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll just have a nutsack neck for the rest of my life. Yeah.
my like jawline's gone and fuck. Yeah, so I think like for me, like I was like fuck, like please.
There you go.
Yeah. I think I was just like, that was kind of also like what kind of built on generally. I was just like, man, I look fat as fucking pictures, and I think that was just kind of like, I need to start being healthier.
Yeah, I think I don't know if you guys ever had this video recommended in your guys' YouTube feed, but I started watching a lot of critical thinking videos. Usually they're a woman like giving these videos, and they're talking about like something called like body neutrality. I don't know if you ever heard about that, where it's just the concept of like valuing your body outside of like physical appearance. So like just the idea of like, because a lot of times we feel the need that if someone is like slim, thick, or they look good, we tend to value them a lot higher, right?
Yeah.
Because even when I was overweight, I was like, I'm not unhealthy. I'm still a healthy weight. I just don't like the way I look, because we're socialized to think this is like what beautiful is, right? Yeah. And I think most of us can agree that it's probably a lot worse for a woman experience. Like just the idea of gaining weight. It's like there's a heavy value with like other men, other women with like internalized misogyny to like push them to look a certain way. But one of the things I was like, because I have this like, I guess like I do have like this privilege of like, people won't judge me for my weight. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I think because of that, it was a lot easier to let go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
But there's a part of me that was like, you know what? Because the reason why I hit the gym wasn't because of my weight. It was because of my back.
Oh
yeah,
shit! Oh,
yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
like
Yeah.
in terms like when we talk about fitness, like a lot of people think about like the IG model, like the BBLs or like the dudes that look like Doritos. You know what I mean? But for me, it was all about making sure I feel good, right? Because like, and I was talking to my coworker where I was like, like when I hit the gym, you get like that dopamine rush, right? You feel good for the rest of the day.
You feel good.
And it's weird because I would wake up earlier, so I would get like maybe like 30 minutes less of sleep, and then 30 minutes less sleep, and I would work out, so I would exert more energy, but at the same time I would feel more energetic throughout the day. My back would be stronger. I started buying like other things for my back, so a massage gun, like an acupuncture mat, and I was like, I want to make sure that when I wake up, like I just feel good. So that was the reason why I hit the gym, you know. So like I guess I'm kind of still answering this first question where it was like, it was very hard to get that oh shit moment. Like that was like the definitive oh shit moment, but I was like, I honestly just don't care. If people don't like me because I'm fat, then like, and that's just me. Like I guess having a hard time, I guess people pleasing because I just a lot of people I just don't like. So I'm just like I don't care. But at the same time, I was like, I'm waking up with back pains. It literally feels like someone just like bent me over a table and destroyed my back out. And I was like, I need to take care of it. So yeah.
And I think like that's a good point. You brought up where it's like fitness is more than just, you know, gains and you know,
just like
getting muscle and looking good. It's also about feeling good as well. So if you have like the opportunity to take advantage of, you know, getting massages or you know,
chiropractor, physiotherapy,
therapy and stuff
happy
like
endings,
that.
you know.
You know, do it because like
we're like happy endings.
Sorry, go ahead.
like do it. I feel like people are hesitant to, like myself included. Like I'm fortunate enough to get that stuff included in my benefits at work, but I'm like, I don't really need it. But you know, the moment you get your first massage, it's like it feels really nice.
You're like, damn, hot damn.
Yeah.
And also getting a checkup too, because I didn't realize like my pelvis was tilted forward, which is really bad for your back, and my hip was misaligned. So like my foot naturally stand like this. So like if this is my feet, like my right foot would just naturally go like this, and so I had to consciously just fix my foot because my hip was just like yeet. And like they looked at my back like, your back's fucked up, like you need to, you know, get checked out. And I was like, what? How is it so fucked up? I don't understand. Like, you know,
you're like,
and you're always sitting like this.
The gamer lean.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good.
But yeah, just to finish that point, like also get your checkups because like seeing a doctor, at least in this country, is free. So I feel like
take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it because like you never know if something's wrong. You can feel fine, but something may be wrong.
Yeah, and then you can take actions to prevent it when you get older.
Cool. All right, so second question. Do you set goals for yourself in terms of health, or is it just something that you kind of do in regulation? I can go kind of go first for this one. So I started working out with my good friend Patrick. And he's all about like gains. Like he's all about like, oh, I want to look better. I want to feel better. And like, granted, like, he does look a lot better now. And like, I can't lie, like Patrick, I'm sorry, but you were like pretty big, like during quarantine. Oops. So I'm glad that he kind of set me on that path as well. Granted, I haven't been to the gym in a while. But I think, for me, in terms of kind of health, I think it comes first as a goal. To answer my own question, it comes as a goal first, and then it's just something you do in regulation after time. I think it's just something that you kind of have to get used to. I do think that doing it in regulation towards a goal, it kind of makes more sense in that way. Whereas for me, I was like, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds because I want to get back to like the weight that I was like I felt best at. And so I started going to the gym and I started hitting my goals and doing like all this stuff. And I think after a while, even after I hit my goal, it was just something that I did like 2-3 times a week. This makes me feel good, so like I'm just gonna keep doing it in regulation. And I think that's kind of like that's kind of the point I wanted to get across is like I don't know, it's just something that like I eventually like grew into and just became a part of my daily routine.
Yeah, for me, like I did kind of set goals like in terms of weight when I first started out, but then like I just realized my weight just fluctuates like so much.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
the last time I check like maybe every couple weeks or whatever when I remember, but I
Mhm.
feel like the goal for me when like is if I feel good, like if I see progress in my body, and like the main thing is like I feel good because it's more like qualitative instead of quantitative, because like you could be losing weight but
Mhm.
still like not be as healthy as you could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The keto diet doesn't fix a lot like the
Yeah.
problems you think it does. Yeah.
I've kind of like had a couple of people that I know who did like the keto diet, and they're just like miserable.
Oh no, dude, I could not.
I know one person who did it right, because he's a personal trainer and
Yeah.
like a nutritionist, so like he knew, because he's so since he's a personal trainer, he needs to sell his products. He was like, okay, I need to, slim down.
Mhm.
But everyone I know that's just a keto diet, they feel like it's a solution. Like so many people, are like, oh, I'm kind of going on a keto diet. The thing is with keto diet is that a lot of people antagonize carbs, but carbs are very important.
They're very
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I feel like there's this
stuff like that,
expectation
yeah.
that we need to be chiseled and then flat, and like because losing weight here is probably the hardest part to lose weight. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
it's the
100%.
least stimuli, right? But like it's a very normal thing to have a weight here, right? And I understand like you might feel insecure about like the weight that you gain here, or maybe just but carbs is a very fuel source, because what keto diet is doing is that it replaces. So instead of using carbs as a fuel source, you're using fat. So it burns fat to like fuel you. So you have like this much of carbs. And like a lot of people kind of do it, but the thing is like it also like a lot of the foods that are required for keto is like high in cholesterol. So you're just fucking up your body every time. So when you do a keto diet, you're supposed to go on and then you go off it, right?
Yeah.
But some people go on it consistently and like they feel like shit and they're so unhealthy. I'm like, I mean, you may like look good, but and Dave, you feel like shit. Like, is it really worth it?
Yeah,
It's one of those things where it's
Yeah,
like, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to destroy your insides to get it? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or it's like, yeah, like how hungry are you, right, for growth and stuff. So it's like, and like, and there are some people like within my friend groups who are very like, I guess, physical appearance, and like I always try to respect that, because like like what is value, right? Like how do you put value on something, right? But for myself, because I don't give a fuck how people look. At least I like to think that. It's that. I could look like skinny and like thin, but like if I'm like legitimately not healthy, my body is like shit. I was like, I do not care. Like
Yeah, and that's kind of like the point I was trying to make, because like if you're only looking at numbers like your weight or stuff like that, like you're not taking into account like your holistic health. Like okay, you may be losing weight, but are you losing weight in like the
healthy way,
Yeah,
or like the right way,
like
yeah.
because you could be losing muscle mass instead
Oh
of,
Yeah.
So so I guess to finish off my point, like the goal for me like now is I don't really check my weight that often anymore. It's just to keep it consistent. Like I have I usually try to go to the gym like 3 times a week, and then like do some other stuff on the side, like volleyball and whatnot. Like sprinkled here and there.
Just
or
like
weeks,
movement, active
like,
rest
yeah,
day, and stuff
Just
like
like
that,
active stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
Is there a second part of that question?
No, it's this or that. So for myself, it was mostly regulation. I think I had goals in the beginning, but I go like just how my schedule works, because I do work like half night shifts, like not full graveyard shifts. I'm able to go 4 days a week, and that's like if I go, and I could go 7 days a week, but that's like pushing my limit. I need rest days, right?
I need rest days. 100%.
And I think for me it's just about keeping it consistent. I know because like I do have a very a skinny fat body, so basically it's like all the fat goes here, my upper body. It's very difficult for me to build. And I was like, it would be nice to look like not look like a pear. You know what I mean? Yeah, because for me, like, I don't really care much about upper body. You know, it's very valued among men. But I was like, I just don't want to look like a pear. I would like to get at least some kind of like normality, like whatever that looks like. You know what I mean? Not like hourglass, but just like I don't look like right. So I have my goals in terms of what I do in the gym is like progressive overload. So I just try to increase the weights. So what it is, I basically just you do like heavy weights, but you do it in shorter reps. Because the logic is that you're not supposed to stress your body out too long, otherwise like your body would like try to store the fat to protect itself from losing weight. It's I forgot the science. Someone can probably correct me, but my goals are just to increase the number of like the value of the weight, but not the reps. Like that's that's my goals.
Okay. Did seeking a fitness / workout aspect in your lifestyle like kind of affect your way of life?
Higher testosterone.
Yeah, I think I can start again. I think for me, it really did affect my life. Like not just necessarily in like a physical way where I just felt better about my body. I think it was more. I think it also helped with kind of like mental health and like also other kind of habits and aspects of my life. Like I think going to the gym consistently gave myself a routine. Whereas like before, when I was like a lot sadder and like a lot more depressed, and I didn't have a routine, when I would feel a lot more sad and depressed when I didn't have a routine. And I think working out kind of helped me build that. And it wasn't just like school, stress, gaming, sleep, right?
Yeah.
Having that kind of workout more kind of like physical aspect of my life just kind of helped me feel better so that I didn't feel like shit when I got home and gamed. I think also it taught me how to eat healthier and like and kind of like watch like what I spend in a sense. I think for me, like just like spending so much money on like eating out and like eating food, it just gets really pricey. And it's just like it feels shitty too to look at your credit card bill at the end of the month and you're just like, damn, what the hell did I spend on fucking McDonald's? And it's just like I think for me that was just kind of like also kind of like my fuck, I gotta start learning how to cook and like learning how to eat healthier and learning how to like do stuff in regulation. I can't eat Dairy Queen chicken baskets every day. I need to limit myself.
My entire food is mostly just like vegetables and then like grilled chicken recipes. Grilled chicken recipes are the easiest shit to make.
Oh, so easy.
And so like literally anything that's like requires like any thought, I'm like I should go with grilled chicken. It's
I had a friend in post secondary. Ahmed, I don't know if you're watching this, but this guy for like 2 years, I kid you not, this guy like, because he's also an international student, right? But also he was like, he had a very strict diet where, except for like eating out, his lunch every day was like grilled chicken and potatoes.
Oh, yo, that was Michael.
Every day.
Yo, do you not see Michael's lunch? Like Michael Newman, you remember?
Oh yeah.
Yo, okay, this dude. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story. I'm so sorry. But this dude had unseasoned grilled chicken, no seasoning. He just took the chicken. And then, you put like the vinegar or like the baking powder, whatever you use, and then he cooks it, no seasoning whatsoever. He eats slices of cheese, a soft boiled egg, and then quinoa, like the for rice. And that's it. And then he was like, "Do you want some chicken?" I'm like, no, fuck, don't get that away. I'd rather be fat than eat that shit, bro. Like the one thing is I realized I love food, so it's like I don't think I'll be able to give up like seasoning. Like I want seasoning food, but he did that shit, but he looks good. Like he looks
ripped,
just and like
crazy.
Like super like model and everything. He looks so good. I'm like, wow, I would fuck you, but that's socially unacceptable. But at the same time, like I knew what he had to go through, and I was like, I don't know. It's one of the things like pick your battles. That's not a battle I'm willing to fight, bro.
Yeah, I mean we can probably touch more on it during the diet question, but I mean, for me to answer this question, like how did it affect my way of life? It definitely, like I kind of echo Ronald's point, like it definitely improved like my quality of life, and it also improved kind of like because going to the gym regularly and like being active instills a sense of like discipline, especially if you're like especially if you're like I don't really feel like going today, like sometimes like you gotta force yourself to like get up and be like. Unless I'm like really like super tired or like sick or whatever,
you're fatigued
or fatigued. Like obviously I know my limits, but like at those times when you just feel lazy, like I can argue that those workouts, like when you feel lazy and you go to the gym, those feel the best. After
you're just like, damn, I fucking did that.
I did that. I got out of bed.
Even if you work out shit, like you still feel good. Like
exactly. Yeah. And also it did affect kind of like my mental as well, because like
dopamine,
it's not gonna like your body's not gonna change overnight, but over a long period of time you're gonna see the changes in your body. And I know people are gonna comment on like other people are gonna comment on your body, and it's not, and we're not trying to say like, oh, like you should look this way and whatnot, but people are gonna like once you see those changes in yourself, other people will notice as well. And the amount of time that like I used to go to this one barber, right? And every time I went, like he's like, oh, like Vince, you got like,
was he an immigrant? Like,
yeah,
dude, that's such a fob thing to do to comment on your weight.
He's a Filipino dad.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so he's like, if you got like skinny or you got like you got like built.
Did you set your muscles like this?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you look good.
Yeah, but I guess that kind of like gives you like a sense of pride and also like makes you feel good at the same time. So not to say that's like the main goal of working out, but it is definitely is a plus.
Yeah.
I do agree. Like a lot of people do like notice like the change in your body after you go and work out and after you go and lose that weight. Not saying that again. We're not saying on the social commentary that you should look a certain way or be a certain way. People will notice the change once you kind of set out for that goal.
Instead of being like intrinsic, it's like more of that second thing you get from working out.
And then the second one is kind of like I love it, but I also like it's also kind of the reason why like I work out so much, or like why I worked out a lot was there's a one time where I was hanging out who was it? I think I was hanging out with Zizo one time. I was hanging out with Zizo Lawrence one time, and Zizo, I was just wearing shorts in the house, and Zizo's like, "Damn, Kuya, you got a dump truck." And I was like, and like from then on, I think for like a year, just everyone has commented on my ass.
Yeah.
At least at one point. I remember at Christmas, my aunties and uncles got me a pair of pants, and my mom and Kayla were like, "Damn, why is your ass bigger than ours?" And I was like, "God damn, am I?"
Because gender roles aren't real. I have the fat ass now.
And I'm like, do I have the fattest ass now?
All the cake, bro. You serving cake today.
I just kind of accepted that I'm always gonna have cake, but I think like to complement that cake, I was just like, I gotta get a little bit thinner. I gotta like keep going. But I think it like again attesting to kind of the gender roles and stuff. Like if you're a dude with a fat ass, don't be insecure.
That's pretty hot. Like, hot. Some people find that really hot. So just take it as a W.
Y'all see that Omen picture, bro?
We're gonna flash.
If you can find it, you should.
In the highlights, just flash.
Oh, bro, send it to me. I gotta use this as a thumbnail. Actually, now I didn't think about it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think just the. Oh, I think Jasen.
All I wanted to say is that like it has affected me in a positive way, mostly because like I changed my diet, so I increase more whole foods. So like I've been buying a lot more kale, spinach, and then I just try to incorporate in some way. Like I remember I made like spinach pasta. It's basically just normal pasta. You just throw spinach in it, and it's all wet and shit. But I noticed that when I eat like whole foods, I'm like more awake, and just I feel better. I do think just changing the lifestyle to be a little more healthy. Has just helped me mentally, physically, and everything. Like I feel stronger. I can, I just feel better in general. Yeah.
Also, we're gonna move on now. This is a little bit more of a gym bro question.
I mean, I believe in this, but go for it.
Like, do you believe in supplements for your own fitness?
Fuck yeah.
Like protein powders, pre-workout, creatine, all this other stuff. The way I think, and sorry, I'll answer this, but I think because like first of all, as like we're kind of overpopulated as a human race, so like trying to feed everyone is so fucking difficult. Yeah.
So if you're trying to get like the protein your body needs, dude, just take protein. Like and also like if you're like a person who maybe like works a lot and you are fatigued, but you know you have to go to the gym and you just need that push. I think was a pre-workout. It fucking does wonders.
Oh my god.
I mean I stopped using it because like sometimes like my workouts have been shorter, so I would have a little more pre.
Yeah.
But
more pre than workout.
But I still use protein because like sometimes because for me I like immigrants like you don't eat till you're full, you eat till you hate yourself, right?
Yeah.
For me, I eat when I'm full. So when I'm full, I stop. So for me, I don't overeat. So to get protein, it's very difficult because my stomach's actually not that big. Mm-hmm. So I just take protein, right? I would eat protein plus my regular meal. Mm-hmm. And for me, that's what because just naturally, I just know I can't ingest that much without, committing gluttony and like hating myself later. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I honestly, I think if you're a person who's like has a small stomach or you're trying to gain like some muscle, like, or just, gains, whatever, I think supplements are just a perfect way to do that. Yeah. Vitamins too. I know vitamins are also pretty helpful.
Oh yeah, like fish oil vitamins and stuff.
Yeah. The Flintstone gummies, you know.
The Costco gummies.
Yeah. With a hot dog in the fries.
I'm very much in the camp of like I do believe in supplements. I think like I take a lot more supplements than I guess like the average person. I take like a lot of protein. I just went on creatine.
Yeah.
I just did like I do pre-workout, and then I was on a thermogenic for a while too. Which is just like it's like a fat burner.
It's like a steroids needle here and there. Like, you know,
I do think that like I think I was listening to like one of my friends told me this is that like a lot of people don't have to take protein powder, but protein powder is there out of convenience. And it's like, so if you aren't hitting your like I guess like protein
intake,
protein intake that you need to be at your ideal weight or whatever goal you need to reach, protein powder is there, so you don't have to eat like 3 more chicken breasts in that day.
Oh, and also there's like proteins that are mostly pure protein instead of like with other stuff. So if you're a person who's like trying to be like slim and buff, like if that's something you want, because I know there's some powerlifters or there's some like models, whatever, and that's what you need to do. Like if you need to increase the protein without increasing like the carbs or the sugars or whatever, then
like pure protein is really good for that.
Pure protein, the way.
Yeah. And pre-workout is super useful, especially like we mentioned those like lazy days, like just popping a pre-workout fucking right before and just like drinking a pre-workout like right before and then having that
pre-workout, Adderall, a bottle of ginger ale. No, I'm just kidding.
It's crazy, dude. Like I feel so much better like after that workout. Like either because I'm fucking cranked on pre-workout and plus that dopamine rush, like after that workout, it just feels good. But also like, I've also learned not to abuse pre-workout because I feel like if I keep using it more often than not, I'm gonna.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Like I feel like I'm gonna have a shitty workout if I don't have it.
Yeah, you can't be dependent on it.
You don't. Anything. Too much of anything.
So I'm definitely in the camp, and like taking other supplements like fish oil supplements and like Flintstone gummies and stuff like that.
Just
like I don't know if it's like a lie by Big Pharma, like to like like these vitamins don't actually help with your health, but I don't know. I feel better.
Maybe it's a placebo.
Like, good, right?
Just lie to me. I'll take.
It's vitamin C. It's really just water in a pill. It's toothpaste. It's like crystallized toothpaste.
Yeah.
Makes your breath fresh. Yeah, for me, like supplements, I kind of echo you guys. Like I did take protein for like after every workout, and it helps for like if you have a sweet tooth like me, because like before you would just get like fucking I don't know like a Coke at McDonald's or a fucking orange fruit.
The Sprite, the offensive Sprite at McDonald's.
But like put protein powder in like milk and you drink that shit. It tastes really good, and that can satisfy your sweet tooth after. The issue sometimes with especially like protein powder if you buy it in bulk is like it's really pricey. So
half my grocery bill, or like a 1/3 of my grocery bill.
One tub of that can be like I don't know, like $50-$60.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and it's like
they get expensive.
So 170. I would have spent like 110, I think, if I didn't buy the protein tub. Yeah.
And so like recently I haven't been taking protein just because I've been lazy to like I kind of buy a new tub.
Yeah.
So recently I've just been making my own smoothies at home using like mango, banana, and like this high protein yogurt,
grapefruit.
So like if
you gotta edit that out. It's gonna get removed. It's gonna get removed.
Just block it out.
So kind of like my point here, like you don't need to take like protein powder if you're not into that. Like there's other sources of high protein, like for example yogurt or
edamame.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just need to do your research and see what you're into. I havenn't taken pre-workout, but I think I actually need it for those days where I've mentioned like
there's those days.
It's just those days, man.
Because sometimes I just be like, I'll just go tomorrow, and then tomorrow is the same thing.
Don't let it be tomorrow.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Consistency. Like even if you hate yourself and you just don't, just go. Like
All right.
Next one.
Yeah. Okay. Pet peeves at the gym or like best So let's just start with this one. It's like, what are your pet peeves at the gym?
Yeah, because
like,
we talked about bets a lot, like what the benefits are.
Pet peeves at the gym.
pet peeves at the gym.
I have quite a few, but go.
I guess like there's nothing wrong with like going with a group of friends to work out, but okay, for one, like if you go with like 5 people and you guys take up the machine for like 20 fucking
You all
minutes,
guys all do your sets all at once. It's
y'all
like,
are
The
fucking
rest time is
assholes,
too
like,
long.
Seriously,
The
Yeah.
rest time is too long.
And also if you do work out with friends, like don't sit on like the equipment that's next to like where you guys are working out. Cause like
Yes. I would
I'm like,
let's talk about
are you guys using this bench? Like, what the fuck? You
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
are just taking up
yeah.
space. And yeah, like I guess that's like my biggest pet. Another biggest pet peeve, and it's like not to shame people who like have like a natural body odor, but like if you smell bad, bro,
It's like,
it's
bro.
like take a shower, man. At least put on deodorant or wash your gym clothes. Like that's like
Oh yeah.
that's a I don't know if that's gonna come up in the other question, but like pet peeve is when people stink. Like wash your clothes because
Yeah.
like
wash your gym clothes,
pe-
bro.
people sweat and there's nothing wrong with that. You just gotta do your laundry.
Yeah, it's like my
That includes the inside of your gym bag too, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Oh
And
my
it's
God.
and it's also unhealthy because like that bacteria
These
can
bags-
like develop and like
Yeah.
keep multiplying and stuff like that. It's just disgusting. So
Yeah.
yeah, wash do your laundry. Don't be lazy. Don't wear the same shirt for like a month. It's kind of
I think mine is like I have a couple, but one of mine is like people who don't wipe down.
I was literally gonna say that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just-
Especially during
like,
COVID times.
especially during COVID times.
Yeah, even before COVID, that pissed me off. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, you
Like-
smell weird. Wipe your shit. Like,
And it's like
That's not
There-
the fit for
there's,
West
like-
Sunridge.
really like people especially like Good Life and like other higher class ones, they're like pretty good about wiping down like the actual surface, like the but like when it comes to like handles or like dumbbells or stuff like that, like people just put them back. They don't even wipe down the handle, and I'm like, bro, like you're literally fucking coughing in your hand and licking your hands before you fucking lift it, and I'm like,
scratch
like-
his ball sack and just.
yeah, it's just guys like starts deadlifting, and I'm like, god damn, man, that's gross as hell. I think my second one is like, I'm not saying like and this applies for both genders. It's like when you stare at me while I'm working out, like
Yeah,
like
bro.
it's like bro, I know I'm not the biggest and I know I'm not the buffest, but you don't need to stare at me while I'm working out. Like I'll be doing my set and like I don't know if it's like I'm lifting too little for my height or lifting too little for my size. Like I'm not saying I can lift the heaviest, but like I'm doing my set and like some dudes will just be looking at me. Like 2 dudes will be looking at me and I'm like bro, I'm just doing my set, leave me alone.
You good?
Feels very uncomfortable. Yeah.
Or even like I had a couple girls like stare at me like a couple times, and then my friends, but like one of my homies I was working out with, he's like, yo bro, these girls are staring at you. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking weird.
The
Like,
gym is not a place
I
to meet
just-
people.
I-
I'm
like,
gonna
I-
say that the gym is not. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it's like I don't want people to look at me while I'm working out, bro. I just want to be in and then out. Oh, another big one is like people who come to the gym to hang out and like not work out. It's like, bro, for me, when I'm with my friends, I'm there to work out, and like me and my friends want to be in there for an hour and then leave. Like we
Yeah.
want to do quick workouts. We don't want to do like a workout that lasts like 3 hours.
Yo,
Yeah, I don't know how
it's
people can do that.
Too much, yeah, there's too much time in your day, man.
Yeah, it's like I want to be there, get a good pump in, and then leave, and then go. I don't know, hang out with my friend after.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's where I'll spend the 3 hours later. I'm not gonna spend the 3 hours at the gym. Right. It's
kinda
why?
weird.
It's weird.
You're paying a membership just to talk, bro. It's just
Yeah.
like-
It's like.
Just go to Jensen Center, man.
Yeah.
the center circle.
Yeah. No, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like these dudes will like post up near like one machine and they'll all talk to each other. And I'm like, first of all, bro, I need to use the machine. Second of all, you guys have been here, like you guys were here before me, and you guys are still here after I'm done my
Yeah,
workout. Like,
I
go home.
I can do my whole workout and they're just taking the same machine. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, I have quite a few pet peeves. The one is the wiping one. That one really annoys me, even like before COVID, because I just think like the gym is a very high touch place, it's very musty, and you're just sweaty, right? Like if it was like maybe like an office, right? Like sure, people are touching things, but like you're not sweating, you're not musty, you know. Another thing is like I guess because like I think I commented about this earlier how like gyms are a little bit heteronormative, where there's like a there's a women's section where it's all legs.
Yeah.
And then there's like
Yeah,
a man section where it's all
It's
just
all-
upper body,
it's
all upper body,
chest and,
right?
arms.
So like, and I have like, I guess 4 gym days. So I have upper body. So that's push day. I have pull day. It's second day. I have core mobility, and then I have legs, right? So every time I do push day, I have to be cognitive or like, mindful that I'm not going during rush hour, because literally there would be one dude who's like hogging 3 machines, right? And like if I try to use one, it's like, oh no, I'm using it, right? But he keeps going back and forth, and he's like sitting on his phone, whatever. And my gym's kind of small, right? So I could do my whole workout, and he's still not done because he's just like on his phone and just taking his fucking time. And like just the chest machines are always gone, right? But if like I'm doing leg day, squat machine's gone. Like there's a woman there, and you're trying to be mindful because you just want to be respectful. It's like, hey, like I'm not a danger, I swear. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like, please, I just want to use the machine.
So you don't even go to stuff. You like go somewhere else, because you don't want to seem like a weirdo, right? So like
waiting for it.
Yeah, right. Because it looks weird if you're just staring like, you don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? So it's those people that take the machine and do it too long. The hangout thing, I don't understand. Like some people on their phone talking to someone while
they're on the machine. I'm like,
I was like, turn your phone off, put it in your locker, and just work out like that.
Yeah.
Also, when I meet someone familiar at the gym, and actually it doesn't have to be familiar either, but like just to start a conversation, the gym is not there to mingle, bro. Like I'm not there to meet people. I'm not there to like, even when I was single, to meet the love of my life. It was like, yo, I'm here to just get my workout done and get out. Like if I had the money to do a home gym, I would, but fortunately I don't. So I'm paying a membership, right? In the long run, you will save money, but yeah, that shit like pisses me off. The best things at the gym is that you feel good. Damn, maybe I should stop going to the gym. Fuck. Like pros and cons are just.
I think like the best thing about the gym, especially like membership gyms, because we both had a home gym, and then I've both experienced a home gym and a kind of membership gym, because my dad had a home gym for a while, and then we kind of like stopped our home gym just because we just never found space in our house to use it. And then I switched to kind of like a gym membership. I think what's good about it is like there's a lot of machines, and there's like, and granted, we're talking about like we hate gym people while we're there, but when you do ask for it, there's like some people there who are genuinely nice and will genuinely like correct your form.
Yeah, I had a few
tell you like good tell you good things about like what you can incorporate into your workout plan. Like me and a couple of my homies were kind of like doing a workout wrong, and a guy came over and he's like, oh hey, like you shouldn't do this, you're gonna like hurt your back, or you're gonna hurt your leg.
I got it. And I always appreciate that.
And he's like, do you mind if I show you? And then he showed us, and then we're like, oh thanks man, like and then we finished our set, and like that was genuinely really really cool. So like we corrected our form. I think that's like the good social aspect of like having a gym membership, because there's people who have more knowledge than you, who are more into this kind of workout thing, that will genuinely be nice and like correct your form and like and like give you better ideas. Like I've had people come up to me, and I can change my workout regimen just based on people's suggestions, because they've come up to me. It's like, oh, have you tried this workout? Because I see you working on chest, or have you tried this workout because you're working on legs and stuff. And it's like guys or girls, like they've come up to me and just like I'm like, oh yo, that's cool, thanks.
It's like a homie thing,
And also I think it's like better than a home gym, just because it's like when it's there in a home gym, you're just like, there's a convenience. It's just like it's just there. You're
so much
like,
temptation, bro. Your phone, your computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Tissue
right?
paper and lotion over there. Like, it's crazy.
Literally. So it's like when
That's
when you have like a genuine place to like work
your
out.
credit card, like
it's like when you have a genuine place to work out, it's like you go to that place. It's kind of like a job where it's like you feel, when you go there, you feel obligated to get that work.
Context learning. So it's like you associate this place with getting a fat ass or fit, get fit.
Get fat
so
ass.
you work out there. But when you're at home, it's like, yo, this is my place of peace. This is my zen area. It's
like I don't want to struggle.
I'm not hungry here. Like I'm content. I settle here.
Yeah, so I think that's that's kind of one of the big main reasons why I wanted to like get a gym membership, is because yes, I have a home gym. Yes, I have weights at home, but when I go to the gym and like have like kind of that like association, like it feels better, and I'm just like, damn, like I can do my workouts faster, more efficiently, and it just feels better when I go there and actually do it.
Yeah, I guess like to touch on one point you mentioned about like there's people knowledgeable at the gym. that can like help you with your workouts. Almost every gym, there's like, if you're just a beginner, there's like, you can take personal training and it's probably going to be included in your membership. So essentially, like, you're paying like nothing extra to have someone kind of show you the ropes and, make sure you're doing the proper form, make sure you don't hurt yourself, and make sure you're like doing the workouts that will help you achieve your goals, right? And I totally agree with like the home gym, and like it works for some people, but honestly not me. During COVID, I tried it. It didn't work. I'm like, I fucking hate it.
Weights.
I bought doing burpees in my house.
I bought weights, resistance bands.
I bought resistance bands.
And
too.
no,
Yeah, it didn't work.
I have a yoga mat just chilling in the corner. I haven't used that shit since.
In my room is a yoga mat, and like I'm just like it's just there. So when I walk on my foot, my hardwood floor, my feet aren't cold. That's all I use it for. Yeah.
Like during, I mean, this is kind of getting off topic, but like during COVID, when the I guess it is still COVID, but like during the height of COVID when the gyms are closed, and like I tried to do this thing where like when I was at work, like every fucking 15 or 30 minutes I would do like 10 push-ups, and like I was so, even though it's not like a full workout where you just like dedicate like 1-2 hours, it didn't work for me. I was just like, no, I'm getting bored, I don't like it. So yeah, like having a place where you go to work out is like super important for me. And it's also like most gyms I think are like 24 hours, or some are 24 hours.
Well, now because of the economy, they have to do
which is super nice because like you don't have to go, like you can pick a time where the gym is not going to be packed. And essentially, if you're kind of like slightly antisocial like me, you can go to the gym, have like all the equipment to yourself pretty much, and
early mornings, lunch hour,
exactly,
and then when everyone is sleeping, that's like
exactly, yeah. So yeah, I think that's kind of like one of the good things, and honestly, like gym memberships for some gyms are kind of cheap, are pretty cheap. Like the one I go to is like $23 a month.
Yeah,
that's such a
$23 a month now, and that's kind of like the plus membership. So like the pay barrier is not that much. So yeah,
even with a part-time job you can afford a gym.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
You can be working at like McDonald's or Quiznos or Tim Hortons.
Oh, fun fact: if you work at McDonald's, there's actually a Good Life. Is it Good Life discount? Or at least when I was working there was a Good Life discount.
Yeah, they're probably like, all you are unhealthy. I know. So you come to business deals.
Y'all eat Big Mac meals on your breaks.
They give you a problem so they can say a solution. That's capitalism.
Yeah, exactly,
bro. That's fucked. All right.
Okay. Advice for eating healthier.
Oh, this is a big one.
I'm still trying to do this.
All right. This one,
we're gonna eat McDonald's. Just to be very honest, we're gonna eat McDonald's out of this podcast.
Oh,
like,
100%.
We haven't had. Oh fuck me, we haven't had a cheat day in so long. Actually, I eat sushi. I can't even say that fucking shit. But we're like, advice for meal prepping, and I've been doing a pretty good job. But recently, because of like, I just haven't gone to the gym. Because when I go to the gym, I don't like. Sorry, I know I interrupted what you were saying, but when I go to the gym, I purposely like I'm discouraged for eating unhealthy because I feel like I'll ruin my workout. But when I don't go to the gym, I'm just like, I like the Wendy's coupon just came in. Like,
it's
anyway, sorry. Continue.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like, those 2 Kindine coupons just came in. Speaking of
coupons, let's go.
So I think I have a lot of. I think personally, in my experience, I have a lot of experience with this. I tried meal prepping. It just did not work for me. I have a ton of meal prep boxes upstairs that I never use. So I think for a lot of people, if you do have the discipline for that, meal prepping is a good way. I just can't justify eating chicken breast, vegetables, and rice for like
the same meal.
Meal every single day for like 7 days, and then look forward to that one like good meal that I have in a week.
It takes a lot of discipline.
It takes a lot of discipline. Like our good friend Mark is very, very much like a calorie counter and a protein.
I can tell he looks good.
Like he looks fantastic. He's the most handsome person in the group. No cap.
I would kiss him.
Actually, but like when we were talking, I think we had like a Google Meets meetup one time, and he was just kind of explaining like how to become more healthier. And he's also one of the people I attribute to like having a better healthy lifestyle, and I really thank him for that. But the one thing that like he didn't impart that I really didn't take was like his whole meal prep thing and like calorie counting and stuff like that. I think I'm very much under the philosophy of like, as long as you eat generally healthy, and as long as you like don't as long as you don't like over abuse like the unhealthy foods, you can still live a healthier lifestyle and kind of hit the goals that you want. Like I don't get me wrong, I'm gonna eat a slice of Senor's pizza and I'm going to like eat like 3 IHOP meals in a week. It's going to feel like shit. I'm going to feel like shit.
You're gonna have those days. You're gonna have those,
I'm going to need like I'm going to need like at least 5 or 6 tums throughout the week, and I'm going to eat like shit.
I don't think I've ever gotten that deep, but please try to relate to us.
I'm over exaggerating here. I'm just playing. But there's nothing wrong with like having shitty week, like eating shitty foods and having a shitty week in terms of like food, as long as you don't do it like 4 weeks in a row, 5 weeks in a row, right?
Yeah.
Like do it in
moderation.
Do it in moderation. Like sure, treat yourself to that Wendy's bacon nugget. Treat yourself to that Senor's pizza, but just know that like for the next couple of weeks you're just gonna cook and eat properly. Like and it's not necessarily like you need to learn how to like cook these like super vegan like things and overly complicated recipes. It's just you just need to eat something fresh every once in a while. Like eat a salad, or like make pasta on your own, or like cook a burger at home or something like that, right?
Burgers at home are actually pretty healthy. They're not actually, if you put like lots of vegetables, lots of greens, homemade burgers are actually not bad.
They're not bad. Like obviously there's a lot of people cheese has this amount of carbs or
I don't
whatever,
eat cheese, but
like like this whatever has this amount of sugar, and it's like but at least I'm reducing my intake and I'm not eating things that are as processed. And so I think my advice for just like kind of eating healthy is do it in moderation, and don't be afraid to like slowly work your way into meal prep if that is your goal. I think going cold turkey straight off of meal prep, you're going to lose your discipline. You're going to lose you're going to lose kind of that regulation, because you're just like, man, I fucking hate eating chicken breast every day. Like that was me. Like all I did was eat chicken breast and vegetables and chickpeas and rice for like a month straight, and I was dying.
Remember the carbonara phase? That's the phase.
Phases, bro.
There was a phase where all I ate was whole grain pasta, and I made carbonara every single day for like a month, because like I was just like obsessed with making pasta. But regulation, just eat fresher, eat healthier, but don't be afraid to treat yourself every now and then.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I can go. I think like for me, the kind of first experience I had with like changing my diet was, I think I mentioned it in earlier in the episode, was changing my portions. I have a funny story. Ronald and I went to a Chili's one time. We went to Chili's one time with our good friends Ruby and Mark, right? And then there was like this fucking special or something where you can get like 2 entrees for the price of 1, and like our dumbasses like thought it was a good idea to get 1 each of like that combo. So essentially we had
like,
4 meals.
We can body it.
4 meals for 2 people.
I never do that.
Oh,
shut the hell up.
That's why I'm always on your guys' asses, because I'm just like, you're literally hurting everyone when you order this much food. You know, if it was separate food, I would be like, do what you want with your fucking body. I don't care. But the fact that we all had to work together to finish the all-you-can-eat buffet, I'm like, motherfucker, stop ordering food. Sorry, I'm like yelling at the mic.
Yeah. That was just like, I think that was, when was that, Ronald? Was it in like high school?
That's high school.
Yeah, that was when our metabolism was still high.
When our metabolism was like godlike.
Yeah,
like thick, skinny boy.
And even like at home, I would eat like fucking 2 plates of rice with like two rounds of food, and it's just like I didn't get fat until like my metabolism started to slow down. So I think like the easiest way to start dieting is if you aren't already, control your portions.
Oh,
And,
yeah, 100%.
And kind of how I did that was making sure I never felt too hungry throughout the day. So like snacking, healthy snacks, drinking lots of water, so your stomach feels full. And then during meal times, like as Jason said, like don't eat until you hate yourself. Just eat until you're full.
It's like
And-
an internet. Sorry, that's an immigrant thing.
Yeah, it's
International
like-
trauma kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just like when oh my gosh, I think I told this story before too. When we went to so for one of Ronald's birthdays, I think we went to Yangtze, and
It's
then
like junior high,
it's
bro.
obviously a buffet here in Calgary. If you guys are not from
Chinese
here,
buffet
it's a
in
Chinese
Calgary.
buffet.
Greasy ass Chinese buffet.
Greasiest fucking Chinese buffet.
Disgusting now.
So yeah, I think I
By the
finished.
time though,
I think I finished like 2 plates, and then Ronald's dad was like, "Oh, are you done eating? Like, I know you can eat more." And then I went
My
up,
dad is the worst instigator.
it's gaslighter,
ever.
bro. 100%
and
gaslighter.
then feeling guilty, I went to get another plate, and then we were just walking around in the mall after, and then I I remember you guys went into EB Games, and I was like, I'll just chill here. I'm not feeling too good, and then I threw up in front of EB Games, in front of the whole mall, and and then during the car ride home, I was just
This guy's head's out the window, bro. This guy,
I was dead, bro.
This guy's dying, bro. Oh my god.
But yeah, that's kind of the first lesson I learned in eating healthier is control your portions. And then in terms of meal prep and stuff, I don't think I could ever get into that. Much respect to the people who could do it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's just I enjoy food too much to eat the same thing
yeah.
Yeah.
for every meal every single day. And that's not to say it's not good. It could work for you. But
What do you value? Do you value looking skinny and the buff or whatever, or do you value being healthy and then having a
Yeah.
little bit of leeway? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
and one thing I've also gotten better at is looking at nutritional facts, not to count calories, but to keep
much
track of
How much
how
damage
much of
is
that
gonna
bad
do?
stuff that is in the food. For example, the 2 things that I look at most are sodium and the sodium content and sugar,
Mhm.
because that's kind of what's gonna fuck me over if I get because I said earlier my family has a history of heart problems, right?
Mhm.
And that's kind of the biggest culprits of developing heart disease, sodium if you get high blood pressure, and then sugar, diabetes, and heart disease and all that stuff. So not you don't have to per se know how to count calories and do macros and micros if you don't want, but keeping an eye on the stuff that is specific for your body,
Mhm.
and knowing what your issues in your body are, and just being disciplined with kind of what you put in your body, because if you just eat garbage all the time, you're not gonna feel it right away, but
No.
over time it's gonna do a lot of damage to your body. If you just eat McDonald's, Wendy's fucking every day.
When you're younger and you have all that energy,
Yeah.
the fast food doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But when you testosterone decrease, energy levels decrease, it does hit.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does have an effect. So yeah,
I never realized how shitty I ate when I was younger, until I really looked back and thought about it. I was damn, I could body 2 quarter pounders in one sitting.
he still can.
You still can. With great power comes great responsibility.
Disclaimer, I still can.
But he
won't,
does- yeah, he
but I
won't.
still
That's the
can.
responsibility part.
But I just think eating healthier is definitely a acquired skill.
It is, and
It's a skill. Yeah, I think it's something that you have to take time to build. Yeah.
Because it's man, those urges where I just want to order fucking D-spot and just body a whole fucking cake by myself. I know I can't. Yeah, so discipline, boys.
Yeah.
and I know it's sometimes I don't know if this is a problem in as we get older, but sometimes you don't like to eat those healthy foods and
Mhm.
vegetables or fruits, and eating a banana can get boring.
Yo,
Do you guys feel
100%.
that?
Yeah. I started, I don't really do that when you slice your banana in your cereal. Do you do that?
I think
What?
I've heard of people do
Yeah,
that,
so with Frosted Flakes it tastes the best. But,
Yeah.
yeah. When I got bored of bananas, literally, if you have Frosted Flakes and some other cereals is good too, just slice that banana into pieces and put in your cereal. It's actually with milk. It's
Yeah. And if you have a blender, even better. Like you can make a smoothie and that shit tastes so good.
meat grinder.
Yeah. Or like what people do is I don't get the oatmeal hate. Like oatmeal tastes good if you like know how to make it.
If you have to know how to make it.
You have to know how to make it. Like
don't get the instant oatmeal. You got it. Yeah, you got it.
Big thing for me was instant oat, like overnight oats.
Overnight oats,
super into overnight oats. I still am. Like I'll definitely eat it every now and then. But it's like something that like tastes good. Like I do peanut butter and jelly overnight oats all the time. It's fucking bomb.
Sprinkle some maple syrup on it. Also,
you can add you can add like fruits and stuff to it, and it's like it's just like
it's like a bowl. You can customize it. You can customize it.
I compare it to like rice. Like you can put anything in it. And anything in
come.
I mean, it is. It has like. You ever read the nutritional facts on it?
It also tastes sweeter if you eat a lot of pineapple. I heard. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, try not to have problems. Don't swallow. Always spit.
Okay.
I was eating healthier, meal prepping. So I kind of meal prep. So I'm kind of lucky because I don't work a typical 9 to 5 job. I still work 40 hours a week, but so I work 3:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Right. So I wake up around 10 a.m. Or like 11 if I'm like really tired, and I always have things prepped. So like. If I'm making pasta, I would have all the seasonings, I would have the nutmeg and like all the other stuff, like salt, pepper, just like whatever, and then I would make it fresh, and then I'll take it for lunch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I wouldn't like make make one food and then just put it in a bunch of Tupperware and just send it. No, it was like, what do I want tomorrow? And I kind of just think about it and have time, so I just like defrost whatever. So whether like let's say I want to make a burger, right? So I keep that in mind. So I even cut the vegetables sometimes. And I can do it in the morning either, so I have that luxury, but. I guess if you're doing it as let's say you are a person that does the 9 to 5, simple 9 to 5, and you have the afternoon. Honestly, if you can just make things simple for yourself during the week. So whether that's chicken or that's pasta or that's those burgers or I know me and my girl we made udon noodles. We made and beef sliced beef and stuff, and with hoisin sauce and all that stuff. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Also there are stuff that you can easily just if you have an air fryer, it's not the best, but you can bake some stuff in there as well. It's just the idea of you don't have to make one dish and eat that for the rest of the 5 days. You can you think of something quick, and Pinterest is such a good thing. I think everyone should download Pinterest if you're trying to think of meals and ideas. Literally, if you just click on search up meal stuff, you can look at recipes that are pretty easy. Something like 15 minutes, right? Making it fresh and then just having it ready, right? So just committing maybe 30 minutes of your day just to make your food and not having to make meals for whatever. Because I think if you meal prep on Sunday and then you eat that same food every single day, you're not gonna be consistent. No. By Thursday, you're gonna get a Wendy's hamburger. Let's be honest, right? 100%. For eating healthier, one of the things I started doing is that I cut for a month, and I did this with my partner. We both have things that we really like, and she has things that she really likes. So she really likes cheese, but when she eats cheese, she gets really mucusy, and obviously the bubble guts. Mm-hmm. And I get bubble guts from the cheese, right? So she gave up cheese. And when I did it, I gave up soda, ketchup, and juice. Damn. Yeah, so that was it was super difficult because I had that in every single dish, but everything else was free game. Every carb. Any other sauce was also free game as well. But because I was so I guess codependent on ketchup and on soda because I would always just body the McDonald's Sprite. And just feel like shit. I just stopped. So then I stopped for a month, and even that you don't realize how many calories, how much sugar is in those sauces or in that drink, right? Yeah, 100%. You don't have to follow a strict diet of the colon cleanse or the keto diet or whatever. You can just say this is a big source of the sugar I'm getting that I need to cut. I'll just have that one thing, but everything else is free game, right? Mm-hmm. And that really helps you kind of build a discipline of not relying on that one thing. Because if you're really if you're a person, let's say, that eats lots of candy, right? Let's say you high chews, for example, right? Just stop high chews, but everything else that tastes good, just keep eating. You know what I mean? Normally, just don't compensate for, just eat normally, right? But just remove that one thing, and you find you actually cut a lot more unhealthy stuff that you have a lot easier instead of trying to find a strict diet. Because so for those of you who don't really care about being the perfect body and you're just trying to live healthily, And even if you are trying to look better, one thing you can do is you can just look at your diet, and instead of trying to follow a strict diet, you can just take stuff out or add stuff. If you need more carbs, if you need more protein, add them. If you need less of this, take that out. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to like force yourself to follow a strict diet, because if you try to go full balls deep in that diet and you've never had experience, chances are you're probably not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna do it for
100%.
like a couple days, and then you're like, I
Yeah.
fucking hate this.
And it's so hard to build a habit like that. So just like honestly, do yourself a favor and just adjust your diet instead of trying to follow a strict diet.
Just
Yeah.
cut things out.
Like you can build up to it for sure, but like don't switch to it right away.
Yeah,
Like,
especially without any experience, or if
Yeah.
you've never done it before, you're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be very honest, you're gonna fail. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
no.
Yeah. All right. Advice for people who want to kind of take that next step into working out but need that kind of little push. So this is kind of questions kind of catered to like the people who are like, I want to lose weight.
I hate
wanna start
working
going
out.
to the gym. I hate working out, but
Yeah.
I can't. I'm scared or whatever reason. I think like this whole podcast in general was kind of the advice to get those people to take the next step. But I think my biggest advice is that like you're going to 100% feel better and start feeling the changes once you take that first step. And you're not going to instantly see it like 100% of the time. And you're not going to instantly see it like right when you first start. Like that first workout is going to feel like shit. That first workout is going to kill you. But I think just over time, I'd say like probably 2-3 months, you're going to see the change in your body and you're going to see the change in your mind and like mindset. For me, like it really did take like a couple months for me to really see like, oh, I start looking like a lot better and I start feeling a lot better. So yeah. That's
I think
it
for me, in terms of, I have two pieces of advice for the gym. It's super intimidating to like go for your first time by yourself. So I remember when I was first going to the gym, like I didn't even go into the weight room because I was like I didn't know what to do. So all I did was like body weight exercises and like a run, because like the UFC gym has like
oh yeah,
the upstairs
yeah,
where you
the
like you
upstairs,
can, there's spaces where you can put down a mat and like do. But I think super important for like your first times going is go with a friend. Like even if it's a friend it's also their first time. Like I know Ronald kind of like had a story where like they were working on like one person in the gym kind of corrected their form, or like you can go with someone who's been to the gym before, has been going to the gym before, and kind of like let them show you the ropes, and then like let them kind of like show you what workouts they're doing, and then from there you can kind of also do your own research, like watch YouTube videos or see what
YouTube,
what workouts are best for like the body area that you're targeting, and try to replicate those in the gym. But yeah, like in terms, I know a lot of people who are don't want to go to the gym because it's super intimidating. It's like I think Jasen, you touched on it. It's like very heteronormative, and there's a lot of like there's not a lot of creeps at the gym, but there can be some.
Yeah, one person can ruin your experience.
One person.
And I get that. Yeah,
Like my message to those people who kind of like don't want to go to the gym but still want to be healthy is like you don't need to go to the gym to be healthy. Like you can find other stuff to do as well. Like for example, dance.
You can if you're young and you haven't been traumatized. Yeah, I recommend dance. Yeah, no, you can do things recreationally and still get fit. Just keep that in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like I don't know, like spin classes. Like I've recently started doing like heavy bag classes for like boxing. Those are super fun as well.
Manny Pacquiao.
Like
basketball.
Basketball. Like you can join a team. Like you can like join recreational leagues if you have like a group of friends who all play the same sport. Like you don't need to be good at the sport. Like you
What's
just
the racquetball?
Yeah,
we were doing
like squash.
Squash. Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like and yeah, like all these activities like are still contributing to your overall fitness, and like you still break a sweat. And I think a lot of people think that like I want to be healthy, so I have to go to the gym. Like the gym is there for you to like mostly to like build muscle mass, which is super important. But it's not just the gym. Like you can do all these other activities as well and still be still meet your like physical fitness.
Like find your
demands
space for
yourself.
fitness.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
doesn't have to be the gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's. I think to touch on that as well. Like it's also starting small. Like even just
Yeah.
taking a walk every now and then,
Mm-hmm.
right?
30
Or,
minutes walks. If you don't live in Calgary, it's a very good thing
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. Or like taking the stairs. Like is even a bigger
Yeah.
one too, right? Instead of like using that elevator every day, like take the stairs. Or like even walk your dog every now and then.
Yep.
Go outside at the very least. Right?
Yeah.
Because I know just being cooped up inside like still does a lot of wonders to you. Like it makes it's depressing. It makes you feel unmotivated. But I
Yeah.
think slowly building up to like even just going outside and just like chilling on the porch for a couple minutes when it's not like -30 is like
Yeah.
super good.
You get your vitamin D.
Yeah, vitamin D.
I mean, people don't realize how much calories walking actually burns. Like a 20-minute walk, like I checked on like last summer, I tried to go on like daily walks and stuff. That shit burns like, it depends obviously on your like weight and stuff, but
Yeah.
that shit burns like 500 like.
Also, bring a water bottle if you go to walk. You don't understand how dry your throat gets sometimes,
Yeah.
especially in
yeah.
our city.
Yeah.
Like we have dry weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question?
Like
Advice
what's
to-
your advice for the people who like just need that little push?
Because what I was starting is that I kind of made it as easy as possible. And this, I guess, is advice for people who do want to go to the gym but kind of hate working out, or they have like very inexperienced. I brought a notebook. Like I literally went on YouTube and I just kind of wrote down workouts and I just
Yeah.
followed it by the T. And when I was done, and sometimes I was like, oh, I feel like I can go harder, but I was like, nope, I did it. Right? It's not about like feeling sore or feeling like you did your part and did the gym. It's just a matter of just going, right?
Yeah.
Because we talk about that first step, right? Of like, don't overthink it, just fucking go. For some gyms, I know there's like little pictures, and some of the, especially the machines, are very like handholdy. Like you don't really have to worry about form because it's very impossible to fuck up. Sometimes if you check out a gym, if you join a membership, join a gym and had a gym membership there, you can look at the machines they have there. Just do the machines, literally anything. Like it's not about trying to look very gymmy. It's just about just about going, right?
Yeah.
Just going.
Even if you're there for 45 minutes and you do like a quick set, that's a start, right? It's not about like causing anguish or pain to yourself. It's just about going. Yeah. And I also understand that like, you know, most people are not going to confront you if you're not doing like proper form. They'll probably just go up to you. Maybe they might correct you, but you know, if you mind your own business, high chance you probably won't have to deal with any conflict. Like, I don't think, no one's gonna confront you.
Those gonna be like, yeah, fuck you, you're whatever.
You're on overweight or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess like if you have something that you do like that's physical activity, like for us it was dance. Skip roping. I know some people like skip roping, hula hooping.
Yeah.
I know there's this one old dude, and it was funny because it was like a little bit of a meme, but he basically bought a trampoline, like a little trampoline, right? And every morning for 20 minutes a day, he would just jump on the little trampoline, and he would just be like this, and it's so stupid. But the thing is, like, he was still physically active, and he was sweating, right? And he got like that dopamine rush from like working out, the runner's high, whatever. Just get that routine, whatever space you find that you can be fit, just do it, right? And it all depends on what you want, right? Like, do you want to look good? And I know I'm repeating myself, but yeah, like as long as you have some sense of like physical activity, trust me, it does wonders. And if you're a person that really, really wants to like, I guess like push yourself, then there's gym is always there.
Yeah. I think another good kind of piece of advice is find a gym that also kind of caters to what you want as well. I think
if you need equipment, Fit for Less is not the place.
no. Like if you're looking for a budget gym here in Calgary or Canada, Fit for Less is the one, bro. But other than that, like obviously price is like a super big thing, and like but like thinking about like kind of the culture in the gym as well. Like you don't want to go to a powerlifting gym if you're a beginner, right?
Oh yeah.
And like even for people like who go to like UFC and like MRU and stuff, like even the school gym can kind of be kind of daunting. Like even though it's like it comes with our tuition, it gets super busy, and like some people are there just genuinely kind of scary too. So it's like, you know,
all the depression, they're just
they're all depressed college kids are like, I need to feel the burn.
Numb their brain.
I think just work slowly towards your goal and you'll eventually get there.
And be forgiving yourself too. Like, you know, no one gets fit in a day. And I think like it's it's easier to like to say that, but when you finally acknowledge that, it's like, hey, like I'm starting out. Like
Yeah, it's a journey.
yeah, don't compare yourself to someone's finished product. Like they also have to do work, right? So you unfortunately have to do the work to get there as well. Yeah.
Anyways,
Alright.
yeah.
So that's it for this episode.
That's it for this episode.
Yeah, I guess like, comment, subscribe. I don't know how to end these ever. I'm sorry. Can someone end this for me?
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and answer all of our questions on our Instagram. Make sure to follow our Instagram at ugh.podcast.
Also share with your friends. Yeah, if you have a friend that maybe wants to go to the gym and maybe needs some advice, and you think this will help them, we would love for you to share it with them. Or maybe some of the things you learned, you can also, just tell in person. But yeah. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Year,
Hope you
guys.
guys all
This is
achieve
coming
your
out later.
New Year's resolutions if you made any, and achieve your fitness goals in 2022 and beyond. But yeah,
Hope
from
you
us
get
here,
that 12-pack.
And a fat ass.
yes,
Fat ass.
all the cakes.
All the cake.
All right, see you guys next episode. Take care of yourselves and have a good day, afternoon, wherever the fuck you
Night.
are.
Eat that.
Demon
Eat
hours. Anyway, bye.
Bye. We're gonna go eat McDonald's now.
Yeah, but don't listen to us. Be better than us. All right, peace.